Hi, everyone. Welcome to yet another Brummet YouTube video. Today, we're going to be talking a little bit more in depth about networking, and actually it comes through and inspired by a friend of ours, an online friend of ours who manages mymagicjobs.com, where they give employment and recruitment advice and so forth. Also, bloggerinterviews.blogspot.com. Great resources. I hope you check those out. They also have a YouTube channel. Anyway, they suggested for us to do a couple of YouTube videos on a little bit more deeper look at networking and what is networking and how to utilize it in your business. So I just wanted to give a shout out to them for inspiring and suggesting a couple of videos that we'll be producing for you this week. Now, throughout the many years that I have been in business, it started really back in 1990 when I opened up a household management service company where I served the upper middle class, very upper middle class and upper from that, the people who lived along the lake and so forth. I also helped manage my husband's drum teaching and repair business. I was a radio host for about 10 years. I was a podcaster. I'm a blogger, have been for about 18 years. I've been a writer in many different fields. So, reviewing, blogging, freelance, published author, staff writer, and so forth, assignment writer, a columnist, and so forth. So many of the strong relationships that we have today are in fact ones that we've built up over this 30-year period of being entrepreneurs. The people that we met 30 years ago are still very valued contacts today. So understanding what networking actually involves is vital. I mean, you need to know about, you need to be prepared for all the hidden behind the scenes activities that goes on involved, behind making it all happen. You need to make sure that you schedule time in your day, in your marketing plan, to set aside and evaluate your action plan and determine how you're going to be doing your networking campaign this week, next week, later this year, maybe next year. So having a bit of a plan to follow is really, really helpful as well. So networking goes like this. I reach out to someone because I think that maybe we have something in common and I have something to offer them that might help them in their daily life. Maybe I can make a connection with them and someone else on my contact list that they benefit from knowing each other. Maybe I can make that connection happen. Maybe I can suggest some sort of collaborative project that I'd be interested in working on. It varies from how you're going to be approaching one individual, because they're all very unique. But let's say I have reached out to this person and I'm interested in networking with them. So I have expressed this interest and I've made some kind of offer to show that I have something to offer them first. So they're going to be pleased, right? They're going to, oh, wow, that's great. Thank you for offering this great opportunity to us. Of course, we want to take this up. How can we work further on this program, on this project? And then they're going to feel really, really good about you as an individual and as a business. So that's the very first feeling that you want them to have when you're reaching out for networking. The next thing that you're going to do is, because you're very, responsible and responsive and organized and efficient, they're going to come away from that project and they're going to feel like, geez, that person's a real breeze to work with. They made me feel so comfortable. It was wonderful. I got some great benefits out of it. That is what you call starting your networking relationship. And you start how you mean to continue, meaning this is how you approach your networking relationship and build that networking relationship and solidify that networking relationship year after year after year after year. It's with that same mindset. Okay. So before you're starting out on your networking campaign, just take a few moments to talk it over with your staff or your co-owner or just with yourself and the walls, and decide on how your communication is going to be reflecting your company's image, your image. So this might include, maybe you're using some color scheme, maybe it's the design of the page that you're sending them to, maybe it's the logos that you have, maybe it's the links that you're sending, you're deciding on specific links. Maybe it's other intricacies that you've decided on that are going to reflect your branding. And also you want to consider the visual effect of your communications. You know, does it appear clean? Is it concise? Is it appealing? Is it uncluttered? Is it easy to understand? Okay. So networking, sorry about banging my drawer there. So networking means you have to have something to offer, right? So, you know, maybe you want to do some brainstorming about some of the possible things that you can consider in the future. So maybe during your staff meeting, maybe you have another 5 minutes left in your staff meeting, and you can say, geez, guys, let's have a little brainstorming session about what we can do regarding networking. Okay, so maybe this might include, you know, that you can get included in their ad that they're paying for. Maybe your business name can get included there because you've decided on working on some kind of collaboration, such as maybe you're both doing a sale at the same day, at the same time. Maybe the two of you are doing a sidewalk demonstration, or maybe the two of you are having a booth happening. And so you get your name in their advertising, and likewise, they're going to get their name in your advertising, right? Can you feature some aspect of their business activities? Can you distribute maybe their coupons or some promotional materials through your storefront business or through your office? Are there policies or communication, or sorry, community projects on your customer e-bulletin that maybe you can share that they're involved in? Maybe they do something like some sort of social cause that they're involved in, and you want to help celebrate that, and you can do that, you know, through your publication. There's all kinds of ways that you might be able to offer more to them than what you're asking from them. And in doing that, they end up feeling like, geez, they really want to work with you. This is fantastic stuff. And then they feel like doing a lot for you. And they do, believe me, people are wonderful. They're gracious. They're fantastic. They're very generous when they feel like you're someone that they are happy working with. So, you know, maybe you can get involved in a volunteer activity with them or some of their staff members, or maybe you can offer them some great resources just for no other reason than trying to help them out. Maybe you can refer customers to them. So I could go on and on about various types of networking opportunities, obviously, but just put your, you know, creative hats on and try to come up with something that works for your business, that helps you stand out among your peers like a purple snowflake in a snowstorm, and also solidifies those networking relationships and helps you create new networking relationships as well. So that is just a little introduction into what networking is, what it involves, the mindset that you need to have, and some of the preparation work behind it. So the next video that I'm going to be doing later on this week is going to be offering a few ways of finding networking opportunities, like cold call, you know, who do I reach out to develop networking relationships. So we're going to talk a little bit about that in one of our upcoming videos. So I hope that you keep dropping by and check out all the videos that will be continually releasing on our YouTube channel as time allows in our schedule. And of course, I love your questions and comments. Thank you all so much for that. You can find us at brummetmedia.ca, brummetmedia.ca. There's two M's in that name, BRUMMET.ca or media.ca. And I hope that you drop in there. You'll see that we have an email there. Of course, you can communicate via social networking sites through their private messaging and direct messaging centers. And of course, you can comment here on these YouTube videos as well. We value each and every one of your communications. We take them very seriously. And of course, if your questions, if I can't answer them here on this YouTube channel, I'm definitely going to be answering them on our blog. So keep watching both of those links as well for more information and all kinds of wonderful content that we have planned for you in the future. Thanks again for dropping in.